you're not taking it, you're not going to call my name here and start saying Victoria, how do you
sorry, no vex. I thought it's a joke like that.
No, this one is sorry,
no, I always used to tell you
no,
this.
don't say sorry, no vex. I'm not vex. You called my name here and I'm saying
it looks like this week may not be business as usual, because yesterday a lot happened that literally caused so much tension in the house, from the way they nominated them, nominating each other and knowing who nominated them, to the parrot spilling things. So that is what's caused this whole situation between Onyeka and Victoria, and there's so much more tension. Things were said that just pointed to the aspect of like, we may see a lot this week, or maybe not. This may just be initial gra-gra, because they already even playing games last night, you know, love and light as usual, right? So anyway, let me just review the things that happened last night in the house as a result of all these tension related things. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. So I'm going to begin with the things that the parrot revealed. The parrot revealed like 3 conversations. One of the conversations that he spoke about was where Onyeka was saying that most of the sheep in the house, most of the sheep that we're seeing in the house now, they moved to her first. And she also spoke about Ben that night, saying that she told her sister that she should not enter any sheep, and if she should enter into any sheep, she's just going to like stay away and just remove her hands from it. And that this whole shipping thing she's doing with Ben has brought insults to her, that Ben is now talking to her anyhow and just like, you know, basically just giving him giving him leg to talk to her anyhow.
A lot of these ships you're seeing here, I was the first person they moved to. Ben got me and him on a normal, we would have not had this thing. Is coming to talk to me anyhow, on top of nonsense. Now Ben is disrespecting me.
For this particular one, it was obvious that it was coming from Onyeka. And at first she was like, this kind of conversation that they're revealing, you could tell from her facial expression that it was giving confused, or maybe I think she was trying to put the conversation together, because you know when these parrots, they are annoying sometimes. When the parrot is speaking and talking about what someone said, they just put everything together, no comma, no full stop. So you now be like, okay, how did I say this thing at the time? So I think that was what she was trying to reason. And then Victoria now said something about it. Victoria was not asking Ben like, whether did you disrespect Onyeka? I mean, why did you disrespect Onyeka? She questioned Ben. And then Ben was like, Onyeka, did I disrespect you? And then Victoria now said that Ben even said it at the beginning. Ben even said it at some points that he liked Onyeka, he liked Chizoba. He started talking to Onyeka first because he liked Chizoba.
You disrespected Onyeka recently.
Onyeka, that disrespected. It's not be Ben.
No, like started talking to message. Even Ben said that when he was to the house, he started talking to Onyeka first because he liked you, right?
So for me, I don't think Victoria needed to involve herself in that situation, because one, she just nominated you and you were obviously not happy about it. So anything that involves her and you putting yourself in that situation would obviously be given it's coming from a bad place, or it's not coming from a genuine angle, right? So that whole conversation was now somehow, and I think Onyeka was still trying to, like I said, she was still trying to understand the situation, yeah. But that was just what Victoria said in that moment, right? We'll still get to that, because this particular thing extended in a way later on in the kitchen. That's what now caused their back and forth, right? So the second conversation that was revealed was where Kassia was talking to Kelly about Onyeka. Onyeka saying that her strategy in the house was to, like, you know, just be in people's faces, be on the camera, and just more like prognosing everybody's business.
Onyeka openly told me that it was her strategy to be prognosing in people's business. She wanted to constantly be on the camera. I just felt that her friendship with them, Wani, wasn't real. She knew that these girls might have like large fans out there.
For Kassia's own, she was just smiling. She did not say that it was her. But we know now. She didn't say it was her at the time. She was just like smiling, and they were trying to find out who said it. It was only the things that Onyeka said that were revealed on the spot that she was the one that said it. The second conversation that was revealed from Onyeka's angle was where she was talking about Wani and Shaun's relationship. You guys know when they had this whole thing of like Wani feeling some type of way about Onyeka and Shaun's closeness, and she expressed it to Onyeka that, you know, it's based off of her past experiences, and that's just why she's feeling like this. She opened up to Onyeka about how she was feeling, and then Onyeka and Chizoba later had the conversation where Onyeka was saying that even if, no matter how she is with Shaun, it will still be a problem for Wani, that if you're possessive, you're possessive.
There is no way me and Shaun would talk and we would be okay. If already Wani has a problem with the way we are talking now, how else are we going to talk? Wani knows that his exes have big yens. The problem is the yens.
So those are the things that the parents revealed to them. As for the Onyeka and Victoria situation, it was Onyeka in the kitchen just gisting with Wani. Who else was even there? She was gisting with Wani and some people in the kitchen, and she was now talking about what Victoria did earlier on, where she was calling her name. Like when she mentioned her name, that's Onyeka, after the parrot revealed what the parrot revealed. So Victoria heard her calling her name, and Victoria was like, Victoria did what? And then Victoria now mentioned that Onyeka agreed that she was the one. So what's the issue? Like Victoria already Onyeka already said she was the one. So why is she now having an issue with her also saying her name, since she had already admitted? And then Onyeka was now saying that that it's not that serious, that she was just saying that the way Victoria was just calling her name, Onyeka. Kassia now said, but I also called your name. Why is my own not a personal issue? Why is it more like, why is it not my own that is a topic of discussion?
I agreed. I'm just saying.
I mean, I agreed now. The way she was saying Onyeka, it's not a fight. It's not a fight. It's a joke now. The same way she called me, they call her.
Please, you call my name now. I call your name.
I call your name now.
No, you're taking it P.
Why am I taking it P now?
So it was not a question of who's taking its P and who's not taking its P. So Onyeka was now saying, I think Onyeka called her parrot collar, so refers to Victoria as parrot collar, like, oh, why are you the one that has to call out what the parrot is saying or something like that. And then Victoria was saying she's the one taking its P. Onyeka says she's taking its P. Because they argue who they take her personal and who no they take her personal.
Oh, you agreed to it now. Didn't you agree to it?
But why are you taking it P?
I'm not taking it P. You're the one taking it P.
And then Onyeka was now saying to Victoria that, is that not how we used to joke? And Victoria was like, joke as in how? How do we start joking like that? We don't joke in that manner. As in, more like joke as in how, basically, right? And then Onyeka now said, sorry, I thought that's how we usually make jokes, if I may say. And then Victoria just kind of expressed that she wasn't feeling the joke. I think that's just the message she was trying to pass across. She wasn't feeling the joke.
If you're not taking EP, you're not going to call my name here and start saying Victoria. How do you?
Sorry, no vex. I thought it's a joke like that.
You know, this one is sorry,
no. I always used to tell you.
No, don't say sorry, no vex. I'm not vex. You called my name here and I'm saying.
So Victoria now left, and then Onyeka just continued explaining it to Wani and Shaun, just saying that these are days to joke, and she called her frenemy. She called her different things, a frenemy, parrot collar, and then what else? That's their situationship. I mean, I don't know what to call it that's going on between them, but she was now explaining to Wani and Shaun what the situation was, and then she now said she knows why she called her name. Nice, Victoria knows why she called her.
She was like, I can't tell her. The way we they joke normally, you this friend and me. I can't tell her. Victoria parrot collar, they talk. Try. You call me saying Onyeka. You know why you call me.
So for me, I feel like both of them were taking it personal, and it was more than just the regular situation, because at this point emotions were high, like I said, and Victoria wasn't happy with the fact that Onyeka nominated her. For Onyeka's own, she'd already carry her for mind since, so anything that she's doing, anything that Victoria is doing, she'll see it as like, okay, and knowing that she just saw that Victoria just saw that she nominated her, she will still feel like everything is coming from a place of beef. So emotions high, everything was more heightened than usual. And then later on, she was not having a conversation with Shaun, and she highlighted the fact that Kassia got involved in this situation, and she was not telling Shaun that she knows that, more like she knows that they've been discussing her and discussing the whole thing. That's why Kassia was involved in the kind thing, and that's why she put her up. And then she also now mentioned that, oh, she knows that they will be doing media rounds, and they'll be going around. They've been going around and talking about her. That's Victoria, Kassia, and whoever else is involved, that they've been talking about her. And it's fine, and they can carry on and keep doing that.
Kassia just went to enter. Do you understand? And that's why Kelly, I know I've been seeing them, so I came to you because of that. Because babe, me on my own, when I was even having issues with you, I came to talk to you before Ibuka even came here. Or you go to sit down and talk to other people, and it's calm. They can do their media round.
To be honest, I don't think that before the skirt situation that Ibuka revealed during their live eviction show, where Onyeka said Victoria went to wear short skirts for Ozzy, that Victoria was, you know, having conversations about her. It was that point that happened, where she was now discussing with Kassia that she was explaining to Kassia why she went to wear the skirts, and they had to do with just not being comfortable with what she was wearing before, that she was surprised that they had to like attach it to Ozzy, and you know, that whole thing was embarrassing. That's the only time I know I heard her like talking about her. And then aside that, with all the other situations and all the other times where they had to do this whole Ozzy back and forth thing between them, it didn't seem like there was any kind of bad blood from Victoria's angle, because even when Ozzy was running his shifts, he would go talk to Victoria, go talk to Onyeka. It was almost like, okay, when he's having Victoria's time, she would just with him, flirt with him, play with him, and when he's done, he will move. He'll move and be talking to Onyeka. Victoria will go about her normal life. It wasn't like she didn't show any sign of like, oh, why is this boy talking to this girl? I'm feeling like this, you know, that kind of thing. It wasn't really that much of an issue. It was when Onyeka like started having conversation with her about it, that it now seemed like there was now it's built that whole triangle. That's what brought the triangle to life. So yeah, that's where this whole thing started from, to be honest. And the only reason why I don't like where it's going is because they are now fighting on top man matter. It's now seeming like man is the center of the situation, and this guy in question has said he has a babe outside and it's not yours. So why all these? I'm moving on from that. What do you call it? Victoria was also talking to Shaun, and in her conversation with Shaun was just like highlighting their friendship. Victoria was saying that maybe it's just, she feels like this whole thing is just Onyeka's strategy.
You guys were connected that easily. All this would not be happening. Other people that you connected with, they were on your side, so if it's shaky.
I just feel like she has a strategy and she knows what she's doing, because even from the own Femi thinking.
Then this is where Victoria now revealed that this nomination, it paid her gone. She was really pissed at the situation, that, you know, she really felt some type of way, and she was not expecting it. That with other nominations, the other people that nominated her, she was expecting it, but that one she was not expecting it. That's the Onyeka nominating her. She was not expecting it. She was just expressing that to Shaun.
I even feel like you can understand why Victoria like that, because one, you put her up. You can't just be joking.
I'm not going to act like I'm not pissed, because I'm pissed. Every other person, I expected it. Even if our friendship is a bit rocky, I felt like there was still.
So that was her just saying that she felt like there was still small thing to hold on to there in the friendship. I don't know why she felt that way, but that's what she said. And they were not talking about she now asked Shaun who he thinks is going to go home, you know, based off of the lineup, and he was not guessing his the bottom 3 people he feels like will go home, because he asked for the 3 people he feels like will go home, and then he was like maybe Ben, and he mentioned Doublekay, that one of the Doublekays, that one of them would definitely be going home, because there's no way 2 of them will be saved in this kind of situation. For himself and Victoria, he was like, it's 50-50. And for Ozzy, he said Ozzy could be saved because his brother is not up. For Tofa and Suj, he was like, maybe one of them might also go home.
Maybe Ben, one of the Doublekays are going, for sure. They can't be is strong enough for both of them to stay. So one of them will go. Me and Ozzy 50-50. Ozzy probably a little bit stronger because his brother is not up.
That's what I was saying. I wish you were not up.
So far and switch. One of them might go.
Shaun and this Doublekay situation, the only thing here is just the certainty. He used to say that one of them would definitely go home. Like with the others, that's himself and Victoria now, it was like 50-50. Sujan, Tofa is like 50-50. So why did you not just say the same for like one of the Doublekays? Maybe one of them. With the other one, he was like, definitely. So I don't know. I do understand where these people are coming from. Like some of the people that talk about Doublekay like that in the house, I do understand where they're coming from because for Doublekay, I feel like they're playing an outside game and Grace found them. The housemates don't really know their game like that. But at this point, you should know in Big Brother's house, you know, suppose they do prediction or saying this person will go, this person, because it will always surprise you, it will always shock you, yeah? So moving on from that, there was a comment that Onyeka made. She was talking to Wani about the Victoria thing, like the thing itself paying her to. She made a statement, yeah. She was talking to Handy. So the statement she made was like, I'll still finish her before she leaves this house.
I'll finish her in front of the whole Nigeria before she goes in. So he's Onyeka, she did that because she did not know that I didn't say it was me.
Let me just read out how I saw it online, yeah, because I think I missed that particular thing. It was very low. So assistant Ebuka on Twitter said this is how he interpreted it. It was like, I will finish Victoria in front of the whole Nigeria before she goes home on Sunday. So yeah, that's why I said that tensions are arising, and it looks like this week is not going to be business as usual. There's more to be expected from this week. Let's be watching my own. I'll just be giving you guys updates. Not because if they like, they should use whatever they want to do. We are waiting to see how everything is going to play out. So that's that for them. Also, Victoria had a conversation with Ozzy about the same thing. So they were playing games, they were doing their concert game and lemon, all those games, and then Victoria wasn't playing with them. Ozzy now went to just talk to her because he noticed she was down. So she was saying that she was having cramps. That's why she couldn't join, and he was now trying to get her to talk about like other things that were bothering her. She now mentioned the Onyeka thing, that she felt like there was something there, and that Onyeka is the last person that she would have thought of calling. That assuming there are people in the house, so she didn't expect that at this point she would be called.
Her name has never even like come up in my mind at all. Do you understand? That was the last person, not because of best news or whatsoever, but I feel like you don't have the feeling that actually really bonded with like the one with you.
So they also still spoke about the parrot revelation in the kitchen. This time around it was Handy, Wani, and OC. So OC was just questioning the whole thing, like if you're always in everything, like always involved in everything, at this point you just ask yourself, like, is it a coincidence? It cannot be a coincidence at this point. It's most likely like maybe you're playing a game. Handy was like, maybe that's just who you are. And then also was like, maybe it's also just a game.
You cannot be chucking it down to coincidences and mistakes here, madam. No, so at some point you start wondering whether
Is this your real person?
or are you just playing a game?
And then I said all the ships there moved to her first. It's weird.
Then Wani confronted Onyeka about the thing she said, you know, herself and Shaun's situation, and she wanted to know what's up. Like, okay, so the main thing that she was concerned about was when this conversation happened. Like, was it before she opened up to her or after she opened up to her, right? So Onyeka was saying that she cannot even remember. But when she now asked her whether it was before she had opened up to her, that whole toilet scene where Wani was just pouring her heart out to Onyeka, saying that this is like a childhood trauma and something she's still trying to heal from. And Onyeka was saying that it was before she opened up to her that she had this conversation about Shaun, Yash, and everything.
He said that it's not about us being together, it's just about all your issues or whatever. Yeah, that time we're having back and forth. So clearly from the system, you can even tell that I was hot. Like, was it after our conversation when I opened up to you? Before. Okay, that's what I wanted, because I was like, I'll feel some kind of way if it was after.
Which wasn't true, by the way, because this conversation happened the day after she opened up to her, where she was not telling Shizabeth that she doesn't know how to move now with Shaun, that regardless, no matter how she moves with him, the if you're possessive, you're still possessive. So it happened after. So I'm just like, that's not you're not saying the truth. I told you guys that these housemates, it's almost as if there is like amnesia breeze that is to blow in the house that makes them forget a lot of things that they do or say. Later on, Kassia went to have a conversation with Handy, and she revealed to her, like she was just telling her that she was the one that said that thing that the parrot revealed. So Kassia was saying that there were things were happening in the house, and she was now telling Onyeka, how come you're not there where everything is happening? Onyeka now responded to her saying that she's not really like that, like trying to be in everybody's business, that that's not how she really is, that this is just her strategy in the house. And then she now also mentioned that Onyeka told her that she feels like Wani and Handy, they have like a huge fan base. So that was just what she was telling Handy, and that just made her feel like Onyeka was not being genuine with them.
So she told me that not like she's like that, but a strategy, all those snakes for eating, all those things. So I just felt her being close to you guys, and that day when we had that conversation, she mentioned to me that she feels like you guys have like a large fan base outside.
She also told Handy that she was going to still have a conversation with Onyeka and just tell her that she was the one that said it, yeah. Although I don't think she will, because later on when she spoke with Victoria was like she should just let it be, and that's wait till she didn't talk again. Let me forget. Wait till she talk again. So for Wani, she was having a conversation with some of the guys, TJ, OC, I can't remember the third person, but she was just talking about her knacking life, yeah, and she was just talking about guys that can be selfish, that she doesn't like guys that are selfish, that there are some guys that will just do and they'll just leave you like that. They don't care about how you will get there, get to your destination. That is all about them. So she was just giving like a general gist about that.
When they come, they will make sure that you get yours too. I've met a lot of selfish guys with plenty. And the thing is that I don't really complain because I know how to take care of myself. I have been more less than a minute I'm there. By myself.
Later on, they now showed her and Shaun when they were playing games downstairs. Her and Shaun were in the room. They were the only ones there, and they hear sounds like morning sounds and stuff, but there was no movements. Duvet movement and stuff. Yeah, there was no movement. It was just like morning sounds, and I could not decipher what was going on. So I just said I would just give you guys small of that gist. And to be honest, I don't know if I really care about what they do with Shaun and Wani, what they do like under duvet things like that. I don't think I really do them at this point. What do they want to do again? That's what they want to do. That is be so gang like that. But yeah, I know, just want to say sounds been there, but there was no movement. I said I'll just like add that to this. So what else will happen? They played games, and yeah, that's basically it. Any other thing I missed in this video, I'll add it to my next one. Thanks for watching, and just let me know what you think about everything, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll get to see you on the next one. Bye, love you.